Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bruins will put toe to leather and will get started. Coming out with it, it's Barney. It's great to think you're going to... Or every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. A long way to go for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Using his legs to buy some time. Snagged in the middle. It's Key. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Man, you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell the DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
To the air, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab behind the line. key. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Quarterback moving. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Picked off to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away. First down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make, moving to change it, turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bruins. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's key. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
To the air on second down. Quarterback adapting. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires downfield. Intercepted! intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Wilson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Barney. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was looking for room. Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Virgil. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Morton. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown. Oh, the Hawks.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And how about the philosophy of this team? Aggressive, aggressive, and more aggressive. You got the lead. You're winning, right? And you don't have to kick it onside. But I'm kicking it onside. And they get it. Nice aggressive mindset, and it's rewarded.
Past the 40. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Morton. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack forks the 2-point try. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the 1st quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed moving forward.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bruin! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throwing right. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. That's caught. It's Eakin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Scanning the field, it's Morton. He's in the end zone for the 2 as the lead now stands at 6. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going deep. Pulls it in on the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the tight end. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Finds the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive?
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Dances away. Fires downfield. Finds space on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Snags it inside the 20. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Trying to pound their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. He's not going to make it. What a job of his defense to stop him in his tracks. So you can take the lead with a short, just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Stands in and takes the hit. Brings it in down the left side. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 20. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Sets up the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They will score! Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Rush is on him. He's going for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Might be changing the route. Going right to work up top. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Fires to the right. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his...
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down. When it matters the most, you could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Morton. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Now the pitch. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Snags it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
I think most coaches on fourth and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Gets it out to the 44, and he's out of bounds, and now this offense has spectacular field position. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Back to throw, it's Morton. Here's the pressure. Got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. He'll set up to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fitted in the window for the score.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Stumbled to the ground.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got a man. It's Wilson. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Black 24. Black 24. Here we go.
They'll run play action. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try.
Texas Tech, 46. UCLA, 35.
They have the lead in a 2-possession game, and oddly lining up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Buys a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense.
Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win. But we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. And his throw is incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the 2-point try. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. It's incomplete, so the 2-point conversion no good, but there is a flag on the play. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th.
And that's a sneaky big 2-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Throwing on the run. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. It's a fumble. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Look out, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. And he was Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Grabbed behind the line, it's Carter. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to escape and get it himself. Right down the boulevard. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was.
Scores on the sneak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the 2, and he pushes the lead to 11.
Texas Tech, 54. UCLA, 43.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
So now it's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Finds a man on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down one score, time winding down. What is better than this? Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the Halftime Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18. Decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bruins in the hurry-up. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing...
Makes the grab on the right. Finds some room. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it inside the 30. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's Maiava. Now adjusting. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Looking for room at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies.
Snatches it on the run. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. This time he's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Bruins racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking to throw on third. They're working that left side. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UCLA. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be. As he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finds his man. It's Tate. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early to the air. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen it.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bruins. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That's reeled in. It's Tate. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Right down the middle. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll give him a couple, that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium, and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. Taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Chanticleers will kick it away to start. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the... On the move, it's Berger. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Wants to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Going for 6. Touchdown, UCLA! And they have the first points of the game.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Takes the handoff. It's Simpkins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the shot that clears are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Collier. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Coastal. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage.
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. 1st quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
He tries to take the top off, and he'll make the catch at the 15. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bruins.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air. It's Collier. Now improvising. He turns it loose to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Blasted as he lets it go.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Buys a little time with his feet. Oh, he had it, the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Touchdown, UCLA! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Collier. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The shot that clears want to move quickly. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Bruins. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Looking to throw. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the option. He'll toss it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Buys a little extra time. They get to him as he throws. And that will... complete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Calls his own number. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Keeps looking downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. Give him 6. Touchdown, UCLA.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem...
He's got it down the right side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. To the air, it's Collier. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the... Home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 19 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He stopped short of the 20 at the 9. And probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they're able to get home early, really creating some momentum on their side.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the outside. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
The Bruins are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Lane. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Miller with the ball. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. In the red area, it's Sanders. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback making checks. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it at the 30, still running. Off and running. Touchdown, Bruin. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Sanders. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He leaves it with his back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, UCLA. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. Makes the grab, it's Lemon. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, they're after him. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
He fires a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he added the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFO.
Bringing the heat. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring... The end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman. Oh, he's got some space. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Unloads it left. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got it behind the line. It's Berger. It's a fumble. Touchdown, UCLA. A great catch and run for 6.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it. Could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Bruins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Well, jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get on the perimeter, stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. To throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football, that's the way they're going to live. Well, I'm going to live and die. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again.
42 Spider.
Out of the gun, the inside kick. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Lost one deep down the right side. He got it! just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Iamaleava. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Flushed out of the pocket. Uncorks one to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Off the play fake. He lets it fly. Makes the catch on the right side. defense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with the completion.
One more snap coming before halftime. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Floating away. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Miller. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. And look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The play action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
Here we go. Travel.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Making side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas.
This offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch.
There he goes. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. This time he's got his man. At the 35, he's loose. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter.
Gain of 26. Good enough for first down.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Just keep slinging it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something late.
Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He gets a block. Oh, what vision.
about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Fears the pressure. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. It's a seam wide open. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bruins.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw at Simpson. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Makes the pass. Finds his man open. Lots of room to run. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz. You may have to sell out. You might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that...
Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Iamaleava. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And he is fired. finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great... Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls it, fired, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Broncos will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Madsen. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This time it's complete.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Marshall. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. defense changing the play. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DT.
Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Touchdown, UCLA. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like that. It's just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get...
He's got it for a big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? He gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Quickly to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Marshall. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, running back on the move. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got a man, it's Sherrod. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in.
Wow, that is a sensational catch. And I tell you, you make catches like that deep down the field for your quarterback, he is going to go back to you again and again and again. That was a highlight play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Boise State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Bruins in the hurry up. Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it. Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. Got a little space.
Returner brings it out to the 40. And your UCLA Bruins will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. Under fire. He's got it up to 25. Turning it on. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And it's picked off at the goal line. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He throws back to the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
This one's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to throw again. Pulls it in, it's Matthews. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes in.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Connection to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half.
A shot toward the end zone, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the...
There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
to Hard Rock City and the home of the Dolphins here in Miami, Florida, as we'll see a team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, take on another team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Mistake by the kicker. The offense will set up now at the 40.
Here we go. Play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. First down, looking for more now. Now here he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. They draw first blood in this national title game.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And the Hoosiers moving quickly down the field here. To throw, it's Mendoza. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown Hoosiers as they answer with their first score of this title game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Matthews. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Using his legs, it's Thomas. First down and more, he's still running. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32. The Bruins will come to the line to crank up the tempo. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Nice throw here by the quarterback. Goes with a touch pass. But, man, let's give credit to this defense. They are flying around, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Close to the tight end. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And the Bruins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
It's a 1st down here by this UCLA offense. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver to be able to get those yards and keep the sticks moving. Good job also of just feeling the defense's coverage and making a quick decision to get that ball out.
And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it go quickly. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He knocks it through with confidence.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looking for some space. It's Hemby. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire. And the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Oh, a reverse. He's going to lose yards. The defense makes a play to end the first. And it's UCLA on top here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through 1 quarter, let's check out the game summary. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Hoosiers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, that's a well-oiled